What up, Dokkanners? What sort of event do you think we will be getting during the Part 2 celebration of Golden Week? Or perhaps, what major event are we going to be getting during Goku Day, which is also set to arrive in just a couple of days? Part 2 is going to be dropping a little bit later on in terms of the new LR, but the Goku Day celebration is going to be kicking off in just a couple of days. And over the last couple of years, we have been seeing some very marquee events drop during the Goku Day celebration. Last year, we had the Legendary Goku event GT edition. The year before that, we had the regular Legendary Goku event. So it is not outside the realm of possibility to suggest that we're going to be getting something similar or maybe even more challenging during this year's celebration. So in this video, we're going to be doing some speculation of our own to potentially theorize what we could maybe see in terms of a new event, if it's just going to be an add-on to a pre-existing event, or if it's going to be something brand new altogether. Now, I'm just going to say right off the bat, I do not think it's going to be a Legendary Goku event at all. I think this time around, for the Goku Day portion of the celebration, we're going to get some sort of marquee LR EZA, kind of like the B-Pan from last year. And then for the actual new event, instead of it dropping during the Goku Day portion, I think it's going to drop during the Part 2 of the Golden Week celebration, because at this point, we have had 2 Legendary Goku event levels. I don't think that they're going to be dropping a 3rd Legendary Goku event, unless, of course, they change it and make it a Legendary Gohan event, because this has to remain in-house. If this is going to be releasing during the Goku Day portion of the festivities, it has to be either pertaining to Goku, Gohan, Goten, and I suppose maybe Grandpa Gohan, or, you know, some of the other members of the family. It's got to be one of these 3, though, quite honestly. And Goten doesn't have enough forms. It would, if anyone, be a Gohan event, which could be kind of cool. But in terms of the forms, how far can we really go? Let's actually just real quickly break that down. If we were to go for a full Gohan, Legendary Gohan event, let's just see. We have a Kid Gohan, the Rage Gohan. Then maybe we have the Namek Saga Gohan. Then we have the Super Saiyan Gohan, the you know, from the Cell Saga, Super Saiyan 2. And then maybe High School Gohan Base, Super Saiyan Gohan, or Super Saiyan 2 Saiyaman in that 6th slot. And then maybe on the 7th one, it would be Ultimate Gohan. I guess that could be maybe a version of the Legendary Gohan event. I can't really see that as a plausible event, but you know what? You never know, right? It could totally happen. I could be calling it right now without even calling it intentionally, and for all we know, this entire video is totally pointless. But I'm going to assume that we are not going to be getting a Legendary event, because we have graduated past the Goku event. We have now moved into Vegeta, which means the formula can work on other characters. Now that Vegeta's been covered, Vegeta does not have nearly as many forms on the GT side, so that's not going to happen. So it'll most definitely either be Gohan, Cell, or Frieza, or whatever at a later point in time. What I think is going to be happening is, I personally wish and also feel that this is the perfect opportunity to release the next chapter of the Collection of Epic Battles event. This event was introduced last year during the 350 million download celebration, which was a couple months after Global's 6-year anniversary. This was when we were celebrating the Namek Saga in full effect, LR Full Power Frieza, LR Namek, or Super Saiyan Goku. During that campaign, we received this event, and during this event, you faced off against the heroes of the Namek Saga, and you faced off against the villains of the Namek Saga. This entire premise is to celebrate the sagas that were, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, the Saiyan Saga, and Kid Buu, or Majin Buu Saga. Those are the 4 pillars of the Dragon Ball Z timeline. We have only ever covered the Namek Saga, which was once last year. Since then, this event has seen 0 updates. Unlike some of the other events that we've seen, we received 2 legendary events in the span of what, like 4 months? This released at the end of July, I think. Yeah, at the end of July on JP, and just a couple of months before, they received the Legendary Goku event GT edition. So this event has seen some updates throughout the years. Super Battle Road Extreme Super Battle Road, of course, receives updates every month. Infinite Dragon Ball History receives updates on the regular. Boss Rush even gets updates once in a while. Punching Bag event, not so much. That's, you know, kind of an old event. And Speed Battle, nobody cares. So every event, with the exception of Battle of Gods, has received some sort of an update. Battle of Gods is pretty much capped. You've covered all 12 gods. There's no more but gods unless they introduce more in the next Super anime. Other than that, this event is over. So Collection of Epic Battles is the only event that exists that deserves an update. And I think this is the perfect opportunity, because with these new units, the new animations, the new sprites, the new characters, this is a great opportunity to bring back all of those different characters into this event in various forms, maybe alongside an LR Gohan and Cell EZA. If they do that, they could also be integrated into the roster. I think this would be great. You could have Cell replace Frieza here, Before that, you could even have the Cell Juniors. You could have Dr. Gero 19 back here, 17, 18 over here. There's a lot of different villains that you could face throughout the Cell Saga. And then on the hero side, there's just a ton of characters, right? You could throw in Piccolo. You could throw in Gohan pre and post Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Same goes for all of the Z fighters that went in, you know? So I think that this is the best opportunity to do that. I don't want to see a new event, not yet. And since the theme of this celebration has sort of been kind of reinforcing what we already have with these new units, I think that this would be a great opportunity. Looking back at the Dokkan, Global Dokkan Producers Letter, they talked about this in the results. And then at the end of this, 3-4 page analysis that they gave us of all of our survey results, they said, stay tuned for word on the upcoming Dokkan Festival units. So it's like the Producers Letter ties directly into this campaign. Their decisions that they made based on the feedback that we provided is already manifesting in this new celebration. So I think that what they're going to be doing is they're going to try to integrate some of that goodwill that we've now generated from these survey results, the fact that they've taken them to heart, and they're going to add that into part 2 with the new event that both versions can experience at the same time. That's why we're looking at this chart right here. Your experiences for the international version, implementing characters at the same time as the JP version. Your thoughts on high difficulty events. I would like more types or more of these types of events. So I think that this is a great place to do that. We have now pretty much peaked on the Cell Saga. There is still more to explore in terms of units, characters that you haven't really seen yet. But as far as the overall coverage of the saga, I think we've done a pretty good job up till this point with all the different characters. We have enough now to make a full stage based on this event. I think this would be great. This would no longer force Dokkan to have to succumb to the whole legendary Goku event formula to do that yet again. Everyone's going to get tired of it after a certain point. We've already had 3 of it. Let's give it a break and move on to something else. And I think that this is the best time to do it. Looking back at all the other events that we've had, they've all released during similar times. They've got to give us something like this now, because if it doesn't happen here, I don't think it's going to happen. Unless, of course, the worldwide download celebration that happens this year just so happens to be Cell Saga or Majin Buu Saga. In which case, I guess if they do Majin Buu Saga, they would release it then. I just don't want to have to wait a full year. I want to run this event again and actually enjoy it. I've run this event so many times. Let me do something else. So that's it, guys. Those are my thoughts on the possibility of the upcoming event. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with my thoughts. I've rambled long enough. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, do you think Collection of Epic Battles is more likely, or do you think a new legendary event featuring maybe Cell or Gohan is more likely instead during the Goku Day / Part 2 celebration? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.